You know, we've been coming to Kentucky for several years now, I think 6 years, and you know, I'm one of the camera guys. But you know, this year, Wade came up and said, you know, we have an extra deer, Steve can't make it, and if you'd like to go hunt instead of being the camera guy, you're welcome to do it. And I'm like, well, heck yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat. So thank you, Steve Nessel, for not coming, so I got a chance to hunt.
We are headed to the stand. I'm trying to get all my stuff together, but well, it's in Kentucky. What that means is we're sitting in a tree at the top of a hill, looking over either a field or I guarantee a big draw. And hopefully the deer are going to come out in the daylight. We're battling high temperatures and we're battling a big moon. So we're going to sit in the tree, wait, and see what happens. Got my bow, got my pack. We're good to go.
So one of the stands that Wade put cameras out at, it had some deer coming to it. There were 3 bucks coming to it for sure, and one of the 3 was a shooter. Wade said, you know, if that deer comes in, he's one you ought to look at taking. Well, I mean, if Wade says it's a good deer, and I look at it, it looks like a good deer, it's a good deer. And if he comes in, that's gonna be my shot. Not long after we got in the stand, we had turkeys come out almost immediately. I think we were still moving around. I think those turkeys eyeballed us, and they never came to us, but they stayed over near this fence line we were hunting, so we saw them all night long. Fun to watch them, but they knew something was up. They putted, and they were not going to come near us. I'm sitting there daydreaming for a couple hours. Don't see much moving at all. Really wasn't expecting to see anything for a while. And then Michael just motions down to say, hey, we got deer. And I look up and see where his camera's pointed. And I couldn't see him initially. I was blocked by a tree, but then I saw him, and it was the 3 bucks that Wade was talking about, and one of them was the shooter. So those deer milled around, and finally they jumped the fence. They were probably 50 yards behind us. And I thought, well, maybe they'll turn and come to us, or maybe they'll circle around us and come in. Well, they kind of disappeared back there for a while, and I thought, well, okay, that's about it. And, you know, we'll come back and wait for them, look for them the next day. But lo and behold, what ended up being the shooter, he came back and came and walked right down our fence line towards us on our right-hand side. Took his time doing it, but he was there. So we just got a chance to watch him for a long time, and I got a chance to get my nerves under control as much as I can get my nerves under control. So it was just a waiting game and just watching him. Finally, our shooter, he comes into where he's in range. So now it's just a matter of getting him to turn broadside, and it's a matter of me getting drawn. And about this time, this is when I start to get my buck fever that I get every time. He kicked that left leg forward, I drew back on him, and I let it fly.
I hit him back. Hit him back. Sorry, dear.
Right there.
I know it. Right here. It's spinning right. All right, here we go. That's where it should have gone the first time. I'm sorry, dear. I get so dang nervous, and I thought I had it under control, and when I let go, I was right where my 3rd arrow went, and I pulled it. I hit him high. Then I totally whiffed on the 2nd one, trying to put him out of his misery. 3rd one, I finally composed myself a little bit and got him. Every time I'm like, now I gotta practice more. I gotta practice more. And today I was drilling them. This is the lesson to everybody. When you practice, you need to practice sitting in non-conventional ways. I got 1 foot down and 1 foot up. When I pulled back, I thought I was on him and I pulled it. He's down. All right, well, we didn't have to go very far because my first shot, I hit him high. That disabled him. So I feel bad about that, but man, these deer are big bodied. Look at the size of this body. So, I mean, as you can see, this is my first shot. I did just flat out pulled it. I don't know what to tell you. My nerves got me. I thought I was on it. I wasn't. He's down on the ground. I missed him with my second shot. My third shot, I put it right where the first shot should have been. That finished him off, and you know, he's my first Kentucky whitetail in velvet. There's not many places you can go and hunt velvet. This is one of them. So he's definitely going on the wall. He's definitely going in the freezer, because I don't know if I'll ever get the opportunity to actually hunt a velvet buck again.
Congratulations, Kevin. This Kentucky velvet whitetail will serve as a great memory for years to come.